American! An American! I accidentally killed an American! Oh well, I'm sure the Attorney General will make up for me.
No,
it's okay.
Hi, I'm a 3-year-old terrorist.
3-year-old?
3-year-old terrorist.
I made a mistake. Bingo! You're gone. Uh-oh. I have lots of mistakes. Somebody get the CIA on the phone. We got something to cover up now. Get Eric Holder on the line. No American is entitled to due process, only judicial process.
Get rid of that drone!
Who decides? Is the decider in the White House once again? You look like a terrorist.
I speak on behalf of Abdul Rahman al-Awlaki, a 16-year-old American killed in Yemen.
Mohammed Salim, 11 years old, Pakistan. 11 years old.
12 civilians, names unknown, killed May 17th, today, in Yemen.
Kari Sharifullah, age 17, Pakistan.
Mohammed Hawa, 6 years old, Afghanistan, October 2010.
65 civilians from Kunar, Afghanistan, February 2011.
One of our more bigger mess ups.
Ubayatullah, age 3, Pakistan.
Noura Aziz, age 11, Pakistan.
Ghulam Nabi, 21 years old in Pakistan.
14 civilians in Afghanistan killed on May 6, 2012 by a NATO airstrike. 2 women, 5 girls, 7 boys.
Anwar al-Awlaki. This is the man that Barack Obama came public with in saying this person was instigating terrorism. This man, Mr. Awlaki, was never charged with any crime, and yet he was assassinated by a drone strike, only on the signature of the President of the United States. No trial, no due process of any kind, and his 16-year-old child was killed.
I represent that 16-year-old child, never involved in any kind of terrorist activities, killed perhaps because they didn't like my father. So here we are representing who knows how many innocent victims of the U.S. NATO-sponsored war on terror, from Afghanistan to Pakistan to Yemen to Somalia, in the hands of a secretive organization, the CIA, or a secretive part of the military, the Joint Special Operations Command. This is not a policy befitting of a democracy. This is not a policy befitting of a government that should be transparent and accountable and obey international law as well as the Constitution. We say shame on Barack Obama, shame on NATO. We, the American people, are rising up.
Yay! Drone strikes coming to a neighborhood near you.
Get down! There's an anti-war movement in this town. Rise up! Get down! There's an anti-war movement in this town. Rise up! Get down! There's an anti-war movement in this town. Fly! Children die! Stop the wars now! When drones fly, children die! Stop the wars now! When drones fly, children die! Stop the wars now! When drones fly, children die! Stop the wars now! When drones fly, children die! Peace, salam, shalom.
No to NATO.
Peace, salam, shalom. No to NATO. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam.
Stop the wars now!
Children die! Stop the wars now! Like children die, stop the wars now!
Has increased drones by 6 more out of Afghanistan. All NATO countries suffer from economic austerity to rampant military expenditure to support national and NATO operations. To sacrifice human needs for ever-increasing militarization of our countries is wrong. These convoys change government's desire and inheritances
In those countries, to the imperial NATO powers is an insurgent merely because they live in Pakistan or Afghanistan or Iraq or Yemen or Somalia. On Tuesday, we had the biggest drone strike in Yemen, the biggest single loss of life in Yemen this year in 2012 by a U.S. drone strike that killed 12 to 15 people. And of course, the U.S. reports that 15 insurgents were killed. But we know on the ground that these were women and children. And whether they had anger in their hearts or in their actions against the United States, we don't know. But wouldn't they have been justified when their people are being killed with no notice by these drones? And you can't defend yourself against a drone. You can't see it coming. And there is no due process? This is the question we're asking the NATO countries who are now buying $100 million worth of drones from Northrop Grumman, made in the USA.
Of both Afghanistan and Iraq have been supported first by the Blair administration. They called Blair Bush's lapdog. Remember that? Well, it continues on. The British government is a huge supporter of NATO as well as U.S. militarism all over the world. So we are calling on the British government, and we have a letter to the Consul General. We call on the United Kingdom to end its membership in the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and its violent mission of protecting the 1% of the global economy who represent the 99% of the global wealth of the world. We call on the United Kingdom to join the 99% of the people of the world who say that violence is not the way to protect the world. NATO has invaded countries distant from its members, such as Afghanistan and Libya, and has expanded to Russia's borders, provoking prospects for a new nuclear arms race. In the past 10 years, NATO has killed tens of thousands of Afghans in the U.S.-sponsored war on Afghanistan. After the expenditure of billions of dollars, the Afghan people are still the poorest on earth, and the presence of occupying forces guarantees the endless cycle of violence. 414 British soldiers have died in Afghanistan. All NATO countries suffer from the economic austerity due to rampant military expenditures to support national and NATO operations. To sacrifice human needs for ever-increasing militarization of our countries is wrong. Please convey to the United Kingdom the desire of American citizens that your government end its support for U.S. and NATO-sponsored military actions. Say no to NATO! Say no to NATO! Say no to NATO! Say no to NATO! Say no to NATO!
To you here, and we support all the protests you have against NATO. Some words about the role of the German government. In the moment we have two big crises in the world. And one is all the wars, what special NATO is involved, like Afghanistan, like Libya and so on. And another one is the economic crisis. And especially in this economic crisis, the German government plays a very, very bad role, and it makes something like a diktat against others together with the European Central Bank and others against Southern Europe, states like Greece and Spain and Italy. And today in Frankfurt there should be demonstrations against European Central Bank and other institutions who are responsible for this fiscal pact, so-called fiscal pact. And now these demonstrations, these actions and demonstrations, only one demonstration are not allowed, they are forbidden. And I think it would be good when we send greetings from here, from the demonstrations against NATO to the demonstrations in Frankfurt, and say hello and we support the demonstrations there. Yes. Thank you very much. That's
NATO's got to go.
NATO,
Hell no.
NATO,
Got to go.
NATO,
Hell no.
NATO,
Got to go.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Okay, you want to take me?
Yeah. If anybody